What's poppin', fellow nerds? Today we have a gameplay video for you with my commentary, of course. So this is a match from last Friday night locals, Digimon, of course, between myself and Chris. I'm running my red Omni deck, and he is running black Diaboromon. He rolls a 6, and I unfortunately roll a 6 back. He rolls a 2, and I roll a 5, so I have to go first. Boo. So this is almost card for card the same red Omni deck that I have a profile up of on my channel if you want to check that out. The only difference is I traded all of the 2-drop vanilla rookies out for 4 promo Agumon, or 4 Agumon that on play you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add a Tamer to your hand. That one right there. And 1 Gilmon just to round out since I had 5 vanillas that I took out. Also, don't forget we are still doing our giveaways. The links for those will be in the description. One is a box of 1.5, and the other is 4 tournament promo packs, 1 to 4 different people. So I start out by digivolving my Agumon and playing my Tai, and he starts out by digivolving his rookie, digivolving into a champion, digivolving into an ultimate, and playing a rookie. And I promote my Agumon, digivolve it into a Greymon. Unfortunately, you cannot see my hand in this game pretty much at all. I forgot to show it to the camera. That's my bad. I think I remembered to show it to the camera like halfway through round 2. But it's not super important to see my hand in these early games anyway. I digivolve into my Metal Greymon to put him to 2 memory. So I think Chris is about to, digivolve into his Diaboromon and put me to 4 memory, which is very much appreciated. It means if I have a Mega and an Omnimon, I can go into it and get rid of his Diaboromon, no matter what Mega I have. I'm pretty sure I actually have both Omnimons in my hand at this point. I think I open with Omnimon Alter S and regular Omnimon, 1 of each. And I digivolve into my Phoenixmon after confirming that Kurisaramon is the only blocker on the field. So this Phoenixmon is swinging for 17,000 for 2 security. I'm actually hoping to bait the block from his Kurisaramon because I actually want to clear his board. He doesn't block, so I just get to check 2 security, which is cool with me. So I slide the Diaboromon out just to check to see if Alter S will clear his board completely. And Chris thinks I'm looking at his inheritables, so he goes ahead and reads off all of his inheritables. He lists them off, and I say, is he immune to destruction? And he says, nope. And I say, alright, cool. And so I Omnimon and nuke his Diaboromon. So a pretty good start to the game for me. I just set him back a few turns. And Chris hard plays a Digimon to put me back to 3. And now I get to start swinging at his security. I do draw another rookie, thankfully. I swing into his security and activate Omnimon's effect to restand by returning level 6 underneath it to my hand. He blocks the first one, his Kurisaramon dies, and I swing again for 21k for 1 security. I had to remind Chris midway through when he tried to check the second card that Ty doesn't work for Omnimon, since Omnimon is not a red card. Ty only works with red cards. Another reason why it's not good. The only deck I'd ever play for red Ty Kamiya memory setters in would be red Ragna. Because Ragna's red, so he does get the effect. And I managed to choke Chris at 1 while setting up another big stack. And he digivolves into another Diaboromon, and I go to 3 from Ty Kamiya, restand my Omnimon, bring out my Metal Greymon, and I play my Phoenixmon. My Phoenixmon is swinging for big damage for 2 security due to the Ty Kamiya's effect. We run over that Alter S and swing for game with Omnimon. Very quick game. And then in between games 1 and game 2, Chris is talking right now about how my deck's like one of his worst matchups. 1, my guys get huge, so I just run over his blockers, and 2, I play Omnimon, and versus a Diaboromon deck, I mean, you just play Omnimon and call Diaboromon when they get their tokens out, and you just nuke their whole board. Alter S also puts a hurting on that as well, because it clears all the tokens out, and de-digivolves their Diaboromon. So this is a very bad matchup for Chris. And Chris decides to go first for game 2, which is really cool for me. I get to go second, get that extra card. I love going second. I really honestly can't think of a benefit of going first in this game yet. Maybe eventually it'll come, but right now, like, you start with more memory because your opponent has to give you at least 1, and you start with an extra card. So to me, it's a no-brainer to go second every time. Your hand size increases by 20%, and you get at least 1 memory to start your turn with. So in this game, Chris doesn't draw a rookie for a while, but I don't think I see a rookie until the very last turn of the game. Spoilers. But you will see how I play when I don't draw rookies in this deck. Should be cool. So I just hard play my Cordramon to choke him at 1 and also put a blocker on the field. Just try to keep him from swinging. And unfortunately he does Digivolve, and his guy is now bigger than my Cordramon, so my Cordramon's useless because I'm not going to block and just let him run me over. That's kind of pointless to me. So his Metal Greymon has Reboot and Jamming due to the Greymon's inherited effect underneath it. Which is pretty good. I Digivolve to choke him at 1 again into my secret Metal Greymon. And Jammers with Reboot are very annoying. Reboot. So fortunately they don't, black decks don't really have access to a lot of destruction. So I can like safely build up a stack just out in the open and not really have to worry about it getting removed. Then I put him to 2 by hard playing my Greymon. And he swings with Jamming again. And runs into an Alter S, but Jamming is a thing. For those of you that don't know, Jamming keeps your Digimon from dying in battles with security Digimon. So it doesn't matter what their DP is, they're not going to die from a battle. And Reboot lets them restand during your opponent's restand phase, which is right before their draw. And with Digimon that reboot, it keeps you from being able to attack into them because you can't attack a non... You can only attack suspended Digimon. So you can't swing into them. You have to have a removal effect to get rid of a Digimon that keeps rebooting. So it means that card that Chris has out is very annoying. So what I'm doing is just slow rolling him. I keep trying to choke him as much as I can while stalling and drawing into my removal cards. My issue here is I couldn't draw a Mega for the first few turns. I finally do draw a Mega, and it's a 2-drop, thankfully. Or a 2 Digivolve, I should say. And actually opened with Alter S in this game. It was in my opening hand. And I'm just taking a peek at their DPs underneath. And Chris realizes right here why I peeked. He knows I'm about to Alter S him. So I swing for 15k with Phoenixmon. So the only thing I die to in his security would be running into an Alter S, which I don't, fortunately. Odds of that are pretty low, so I was willing to risk it. And then I Alter S. And Digivolve 1 on both of his Digimon, and then all Digimon of 5,000 DP or less get blown up. Alter S is a pretty good card. So I finally got rid of that super annoying guy that kept just swinging into my security every turn. The hard plays a Kurisarimon. And then Digivolves to put me at 2, I believe. And I swing with Alter S and activate his effect to make him unblockable by returning a level 6 underneath him to my hand. So I'm pretty much always going to do that, even when he doesn't have a blocker on the field right now. But just activating the effect is a +1, and you get to reuse the Mega, which is pretty cool. Which is what I just did. And then now I get to swing with the Phoenixmon if I want. And I do want. And I swing for 14. Only thing I die to in his deck is Omnimon Alter S, and I do not run into it. And now we drop regular Omnimon. Now I'm just determining which one of those guys is more threatening. They're both level 5s, but I choose to just get rid of the stack that has the inheritables. Get rid of that one. So I'm set up pretty nicely right here. He only has 2 security left. And I have 2 dudes on the field that he cannot completely get rid of with any cards in his deck. He could only potentially get rid of one of them. And right here, I'm pretty sure he's digging for a Machinedramon, which he does get. Oh no, I'm sorry, he does not get. Alright, and he hard plays a blocker just so he doesn't die on this turn. So I swing with my Omnimon, activate his effect to restand himself by returning level 6 to my hand. And then swing again. And then swing for game, and he blocks to buy himself one more turn. And then he does have 2 guys that could potentially swing in on me, and I only have 2 security left. So right here, I just hard play a blocker, just to make sure that there's no shenanigans that would cause me to lose on his turn. And then he does get one of his answers to my board. Definitely a turn too late. He's going to go ahead and play it after thinking about it for a moment here, but it's pretty much his only option. So he does swing, and I just choose to block that just to save one security. And that rookie right there is the first rookie I've seen the entire game. Haven't drawn one yet, if you couldn't tell by me not playing one. And there's Machinedramon, de-digivolving 2 on 2 of my Digimon. Just trashes the top 2 cards. Machinedramon's a very good card in black. Very good answer to setup boards. So he only has 1 blocker on his field, and I have 2 guys that can attack. So obviously I can swing for game, but I just choose to Digivolve here just so I can swing over the Machinedramon. And I swing for game. He blocks with Machinedramon, and then I swing for game with my Cordramon. GG's to Chris. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. And make sure to like and subscribe if you're into this kind of content and want to see more. But until next time, see ya.